In the world of all of us tech reviewers, showing you more and more new tech, we tend to forget highlighting the really awesome gadgets that we use for a long time. I sat down and made a list with 10 Xiaomi gadgets I use for more than 2 years now. That's right! How do they perform after such a long period of time? Let me show you! Welcome everyone, Tech4O channel, my name is Michael and it's been months since I was developing this idea in my head to make a video about tech gadgets that are not new. Because while I always try to use each gadget that I make a review about for a prolonged period of time and highlighting the good and the bad sides, there's nothing better than time judging about the qualities of a product. So apparently the next 10 devices that you're going to see have survived for at least 2 years, and that's a milestone that deserves praising. Just a note, some of these devices are even older than 2 years and are still rocking. Although tech is advancing very quickly, there are some devices that are so good that have rather long life cycle. So without further ado, jumping to the first one. We anyways talk about time, and measuring and utilizing time is one of the most important factors for being successful. Therefore, a good smartwatch is needed. Remember the AMAZFIT STRATOS? Perhaps the most popular AMAZFIT watch ever designed, and has special meaning to me because it remains one of the most popular videos on the channel, and I will never forget how sick I actually was during recording this video. If you want to get to know about all the tech specs, feel free to check the whole video, it's linked in the description below. 2 years later, out of which a phone perhaps only more than 400 days, the battery still lasts around 5 days. It's a bit less if continuous HR tracking is used. It has the new AMAZFIT icon layout, and yeah, compared to 2020 smartwatches, it looks a little slow, but still supports a whole lot of sport activities, GPS, and unlike most basic smartwatches, you can actually load their GPX routes, which makes it great for bikers, hikers, and marathoners. I've never experienced any of the issues reported in time, like broken shell or melted pins, but these are the most common issues that people have been complaining about. I guess the fact that after such a long time, its price is still almost the same as it used to be during the launch says enough about the quality and durability, and it will always be one of my most favorite smartwatches. One of the nicest features that the AMAZFIT software supports, sadly for some custom ROMs only, it's the Mi Home app integration, which is now called Xiaomi Home. Inside, I've got some more devices, so let me show you the ROBOROCK S5. Yes, a robotic vacuum cleaner. I keep on trying to replace this one with other vacuums, and this year both Xiaomi and 360 had models that made me switch for a while, but there always was some reason to make me come back to the ROBOROCK S5. It's true, there already are the S6, the S5 Max, and many other new ROBOROCK devices, but the S5 is so good that even now in 2020, it's a benchmark for great robot vacuums, and you notice that even the newest models are not much better and not good enough to make me swap it. ROBOROCK is one of the many sub-brands of Xiaomi. They have another popular robot vacuum brand called Xiaomi. For the S5, the only thing I've done so far was to change many times the HEPA filter. The brushes are no longer in great shape, but still good enough to keep using them. During this period, there have been multiple firmware updates which have brought better cleaning algorithms, multi-floor or multi-room maps, no-go zones, clean-only zones, and many more options. If there's a device that deserves getting 10 out of 10 stars, that would be the chosen one. Going further, that's the Mi device that gained the most interest in my videos, and I've actually never reviewed it, the Mi Bluetooth GamePad. I think it was available only in China for a short period of time because it always appears with Chinese letters in the menus, but that doesn't matter at all. I have it and use it since already 5 years. The secret, besides being great, ergonomic and wireless, it also has the basic feature of using swappable batteries. With a pair of good AA batteries, it's gonna last for weeks, if not for months. There are better gamepads already, but since this one works so well, why should I change it? Only drawback, once the batteries are close to getting at low level, some of the controls become laggier or inaccurate, then I put new batteries and everything was great. No way not to mention the mighty Mi Box S. Some would call it the Chromecast killer, I call it the best Mi Box ever. Not too powerful, but quite enough for fantastic multimedia experience and even for some gaming. Not as good as Nvidia Shield TV, that's quite clear, but in my opinion puts to shame This here's Mi TV Stick and is a lot better than most other TV boxes. Has official certified by Google Android TV, so you can watch full HD of YouTube, Netflix and most of the other paid secured streaming services. Good connectivity ports, very important, still receives updates. You see, from all these devices that I mentioned, each one of them continues to receive proper software support from Xiaomi, which is remarkable. We're staying home and looking at the most basic device out of these, the Mi humidity and temperature sensor, already 3 years old. So basic, yet so accurate and convenient. It's a small device which can connect via Bluetooth to the Home app, sadly has no Wi-Fi, shows the temperature and the humidity inside the room. Perfect if you have a baby or if your body's more dependent on any of those values. Never failed me and is completely wireless. Uses a small AAA battery, which can last for around 6 months. Alright, are you ready for some outdoor fun? Let's go for it! Some preparation. We may need a basic device to track our activities. What could be better if not a Mi Band? You've seen my video reviews about the Mi Band since the first Mi Band with a display, which happened to be the Mi Band 2. Sadly, the display on that version 1 died after approximately 2 years of usage, but the version 3 is still rocking. That makes about 2 years and a half of happy usage. The battery still lasts more than the Mi Band 5 even, has a basic non-color display, and all the features you may need from a basic fitness tracker, except data for SpO2. Each and every year, people say that the new Mi Band is the best Mi Band ever. My favorite Mi Band is still the 4, although in China this is considered to be a very unlucky number. The Mi Band 3 is still a great choice if you don't care about colorful AMOLED screens, and already the price is around just $15. Almost always when we go outdoors, we may also need a smartphone. Of course, how can I not mention a Mi phone? If you subscribe to the channel and get to know me a little better, you're gonna listen from time to time my modest remarks about certain MIUI features. While I admire the theme engine, the Mi dialer and the gesture controls, definitely there are some features not according to my taste. This is why I chose the Mi A2 LITE, because it uses close to stock Android. After a couple of weeks using it as a secondary phone, I gave it to my mother-in-law and for close to 2 years, now she keeps on using it, so I can often verify its condition. As you can notice, besides the broken screen-tempered glass protector and the paint scratches, it's totally fine. Good responsiveness, good performance and great battery endurance, and still occasional software updates. It keeps on receiving them even after the announcement that Xiaomi will no longer be part of the Google One program. By the way, the hardware on this smartphone is the same as the Redmi 6 Pro, which runs the MIUI software and seems to be set to receive Android 11. So who said that budget phones don't get enough software support? Well done, Xiaomi! Okay, let's go further. Another iconic product, 70mm dash camera. Tech for All is among the first channels that paid attention to this new Xiaomi subsidiary, while they started in China only. The 70mm dashcam was so good and affordable that people started to modify the firmware in order to bring English language support, and 70mm saw themselves forced to release a global version which even supports voice commands. No, it doesn't have the best picture ever, but it's 1080p sensor and it's good enough to capture enough details about everything you need on the road. Small, discreet, easy to install, with Wi-Fi, status LED, very good smartphone app and AI voice controls. Just about right for the modest price of around $20–30 and still a great choice to keep records of your travel adventures. If you think using conventional cars and buses is too boring, let's switch to something powered by electricity. I've got you covered, here's the Mi Scooter. Even the many tire punctures can't make me stop loving this scooter. This turned out to be iconic, perhaps the major reason why electric scooters became so popular. It had certain issues at the start related to the lock mechanism and the mudguard, but Xiaomi fixed that in the newer revisions. Up to 30 km range, whereas around 20 is realistic value for city transportation, it is a great choice for commuting back and forth, smooth riding, 25 km/h maximum speed and good braking system. I know people with mileage above 2,000 km on that thing without issues, and you can imagine how important that is for cleaner urban environment. It's been succeeded by the Pro model, followed by the 1S and the Pro 2. Accessories and spare parts are all over the website. and still great and relevant choice for an electric scooter. Make sure to check my detailed review after a year of usage, showing some slight modifications I've done and assessing its strong and weak sides. Link to this video, as usual, to be found in the description below this one. And we're wrapping up with the Mi 10,000 mAh Power Bank 2. I actually made a video about it, but decided to not release it because I thought no one would watch it. And there we go, 3 years have passed by and I still use this power bank. It can still almost fully charge OnePlus 8 Pro and Galaxy S20 both. No Type-C, just a single port, but supports quick charge too, and has excellent rubber protective case. I've dropped it on the ground numerous times, had it in hot and cold weather, and it's never failed me. After 3 years, no notable degradation of the battery performance, making me comfortable to keep on using it. So here's how these 10 Mi devices continue to support me in my daily tasks. There certainly are many others that didn't make it to this video because I barely use them, like most of the other AMAZFIT watches, the Mi Drone, the Mi Speaker. I think Xiaomi's ecosystem is remarkable, and it's amazing how well most of these devices are integrated. So, are there any Mi gadgets that you use for such a long time? Let me know in the comments below. Before we wrap up for today, one more thing. I love to see more tech reviewers showing old tech that they keep on using. Since Xiaomi is a brand easy to recognize, the first round of the series Challenge Tech, I'm going to call CHALLENGEMI to challenge the longevity of Mi devices. Now, I'm gonna nominate 2 other creators to do the same, show at least one Mi device that they use for more than a year, or even better, more than 2 years. Guys, feel free to say and show anything you like or dislike about these Mi gadgets. I nominate Martin Vester, known for his great passion about Mi products, and also Chicks, who you probably know from his super popular tech review channel. Let's see if you guys keep any older Mi gadgets, and thank you all for your support. Make sure to rate this video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more cool tech inspections, and let me know if you want to see more of these flashback challenge tech series with older tech that I keep on using. Been so great to see you today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers!